Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Infi versus Romantic. This game taking place here on Twisted Meadows. Here we have Infi spawning as the blue Night Elf player. Let me actually go ahead and swap the colors. Infi spawning as the red Night Elf player over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Romantic has spawned as the blue human. Human versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup. Pretty much standard build order already taking place here. Farm, Altar of Kings, Barracks all being placed down in their normal timing, as we see a proximity Ancient of War placed down next to this mercenary camp in order to do a bit of creeping. We're going to be looking at perhaps I would normally have said Keeper of the Grove based upon a lot of the meta, but lately I've also seen Warden and Demon Hunter. If it is a Priestess of the Moon, well then the meta is much more diverse than I thought, and it is in fact going to be a Warden. We've seen solo Warden very, very effective at sniping down unsuspecting heroes. The amount of burst damage that a high-level Warden can do, and the power of that Avatar of Vengeance, extremely, extremely high, as we're going to be looking at archers now added into the army. Down across over here, Footman getting added in. Archmage will be added. Most likely we will see a call to arms. 5 to 6 peasants are normally used to clear out this goblin laboratory with these rock golems. The amount of peasants, very important if you want to make sure you don't get creep jacked by your opponent. Footman already in position here. Archmage should make its way out, drop a water elemental, make its way over, and then drop another water elemental. That seems to be the standard timing. As well, let's take a look at this. Footman purposely aggroing all of those units away, and they're going to try and take out this Forest Troll High Priest first. No. Did Infi fully switch to Night Elf? I remember him as a human player. No. What really happened is, well, Infi kind of just really plays undead now. That seems to be his, main, or is not undead, random now. He's able to play so many races effectively, as we're going to take a look at this creep camp get cleared up very, very fast. Rock Golem will get taken out as well. Footmen are going to be here in position. Meanwhile, Warning quickly gets to level 2 and picks up a very useful Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Scout farm has been placed down. The militia no longer able to clear out creep camps very, very fast. Let's take a look. What is going on here? Why would you not finish off these remaining units here? As one gets taken down, another Forest Troll Trapper will get taken down, as we are speed building this farm here for perhaps reveals and use of the Goblin Shredder. Alright, let's come back around. Well, Arcane Tower looks like it will be added in once more. 29/36 supply, as the peasants are now making their way back. No tech to tier 2 that I see, and currently low on lumber. Archmage sitting at level 2 with a belt of giant strength, and it looks like Romantic just comfortable doing a lot of creeping. Meanwhile, Infi's tech to tier 2 should have already begun, yes, well along its way already, and you can see the Ancient of War now just eating its way through the trees, and they're going to start engaging against this Ancient of War here. Forest Troll Berserker going to be added in as well, and this is a great use of the Ancient of War here on Twisted Meadows. Relatively close creep spawns as the bird flies, and by eating through the trees, you are actually allowing the archers, the Forest Troll Berserkers, and all of these range units to shoot through, while giving your Warden the opportunity to explore and figure out what your opponent is up to. Claws of Attack +6 has been taken down. Meanwhile, Militia called over, and it looks like it is going to be a fast expansion attempt. Archmage sitting at level 3 has a Ring of Regeneration, and normally Ring of Regeneration doesn't go on the Archmage, but will he save that Ring of Regeneration for the Mountain King or Paladin if it does get to tier 3? Or will he just sell it for the early gold? Warden ready to make its way over. There is, a quick. Are we going to try and go for a surround here? Let's take a look. We could be trying to go for a surround. There's the reveal, and there you have it. It could have revealed first before well, before attacking, and if it had done exactly that, then the Warden would not have been able to escape. Staff of Teleportation, perhaps in order to get away, it looked as though that was a calculated risk, would have taken more damage, but still be able to head back. All right, let's take a look at this. 6 peasants are off over here. Warden unable to do very much. There is another quick, another quick shadow meld. Are we going to see the reveal? Yes, we are. There's the reveal. Warden already trapped. Gets up to level 3. Going to try and teleport away down to 101 hit points before it heads back. Infi taking a little bit of a risk right there, but the Moonwells, well, making sure that that risk was well worth it. However, Arcane Tower is already up. Town Hall adding in some more peasants to help with that lumber count, as we are still sitting at tier 1. Romantic definitely behind in the the technological race. Wardens will be shifting their way over. Double Forest Troll Shadow Priest will make short work of any water elemental that is dropped down, and with only 1 Arcane Tower, that Arcane Tower, unless it focus fires onto the proper unit to remove as much mana as possible, well, that's going to be bad news. All right, Archer already in that front position. Are we going to get some repairs? We need to see a lot of repairs there. Phantom Knives already being used. As you see the repairs getting underway. Forest Troll Shadow Priest losing a lot of that mana. Is it going to be transitioned over to the other side? Scroll of Town Portal heading back the other way. There's another Phantom Knives and a whole bunch of dead peasants as repairs are already in position. All right, let's take a look at this. A third Phantom Knives will finish off more units here. There goes another Phantom Knives, but not finishing off nearly as many peasants as I originally thought. All right, Warden could have a very bad time now. Let's take a look. Is it going to try and back away? Is it going to shift over its time? Yes, it does. It shifts over, and the Warden now either going to be forced to use a Staff of Teleportation or the Scroll of Town Portal. All right, Scroll of Town Portal has already come to an end as, well, Romantic now bringing in the hurt for that Forest Troll Berserker. Archmage does have Boots of Speed, able to stutter step enough to try and finish it off. Let's take a look. 1 or 2 more shots, and, well, the effect of a dead Forest Troll Berserker is done. Archmage, however, denied that precious experience. Tech to Tier 2 are underway now, as we're looking at a solo, ballista glaive throwing army. Glaive throwers are going to be here ready to go to try and put pressure on this expansion already. You are taking a look. Blacksmith is being added, an additional tower being thrown in for the mix, as we are looking at, well, Vorpal blades getting added in. We are already sitting at tier 2. I do not see a second hero as of yet, as we're going to go ahead and engage now. Warden trying to do a lot of damage here, a lot of repairs, a lot of units just heading back, as the Warden could easily finish off many of these Forest Troll Berserkers, or these Forest Troll Trappers, excuse me, picking up some precious tomes. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a Phantom Knives? Yes, dealing more damage, getting up to level 4, and picking up, well, Devotion, or maybe selling that, or is he going to try and pick up any other useful items? Don't yet quite know. Back down to the south, Wisp, Goblin Zeppelin. Zeppelin already in the air, ready for that Zeppelin micro to get going, as we're going to be looking at the Vorpal blades just starting to pierce through so much damage so quickly. Archer trying to get within range here. Let's take a look at this. 1 guard tower going to end up getting taken down very, very fast. The repair is not going to be in time, as the glaive throwers are going to make its way over and finish off this 1 arcane tower there. 1, 2, down it goes. Warden now able to jump on in freely with those Phantom Knives. This expansion actually very, very heavy on workers, and this is going to be a problem, as it will feed the experience of that Warden. Warden will get very close to level 5 here if all of these peasants are going to fall, but no, they are not. Archmage quickly running back over, ready to pick up with that damage, but unable to do very much of anything, as another unit now taken down. All right, Dryad, abolish magic. Dryad is in position, gonna go ahead and pick up that unit again, trying to micro every which way. Phantom Knives being used here, picking up and dropping once more. Expansion pretty much going to get shut down, as we're looking at the Goblin Zeppelin, who could try and do a little bit of cute plays here. You could actually attack ground here and then make its way over, but the Goblin Zeppelin is actually already ready and in position to try and intercept and stop this exact play. Peasants now walking back. Expansion was shut down rather quickly, as we're going to see all of these units now make their way over. Goblin Shredder going to make its way over. Oh, Goblin Zeppelin quickly picking it up. There they go. The Goblin Shredder almost taken down there, as the Goblin Zeppelin now flies back. Tree of Ages here. Dual Ancients of Lore getting added in. Infi switching the strategies up, shutting down the expansion, making sure that his opponent doesn't get any, economic advantage. Taking down the remainder of these buildings, and key tech buildings will get taken out. However, we are now transitioning into Dragonhawk Riders, and Dragonhawk Riders is a bit of a curious move now, as, well, there's nothing really anti-air to try and shut down. The Goblin Zeppelin could get finished off here. We are looking at an expansion off over here as well. Romantic really wanting to expand, heading off into the other corner here at the 7 o'clock location.
Job's done.
Tree of Life also getting a bit of distress now. Gonna go ahead and try and engage Forest Troll. Forest Troll will get taken down. A Dryad now finished off. It looked as though the Warden was able to pick up some useful items. Is it gonna perhaps drink some Moonwell juice? All the Moonwells are already full. Using the Clarity Potion now, finishing them all off, and gonna go ahead and pick them back up. Already up to 570 mana. Large mana on a Warden. We know how scary and how potentially devastating that can be, as the Mountain King now looking to, grab some more items again. Trapper going to get taken down. Tome of Strength +2. Mountain King goes back to read his books and gets a little bit stronger. Archmage on the move off to the north as well, as we're taking a look. Vorpal Blades ready to put down a lot of pressure here. Mass repairs coming underway, and this could potentially be a problem. Vorpal Blades going to eat through many of these buildings, but that is a lot of repairs. Warden unable to get through, though. That is a problem. The number of towers down across over here, as the guard tower going to get finished off first. There goes one guard tower. Another guard tower could get taken down. Dragonhawk Rider is going to go ahead and engage. Archmage shows up to the party, and the Dragonhawk Riders are here. Let's take a look. Damage being thrown across pretty much everywhere. Goblin Zeppelin going to purposely try and pick up some of those lower hit point units. Shadow Strike onto that, Glaive Thrower. However, the Wisp is actually repairing the wrong one, as we're going to see Dragonhawk Riders now perhaps try and dive on in. Slow poison coming in from those Dryads, making it very difficult to make their way through, as well as the units are going to perhaps make their way and do another move. Warden is in position for a big fan of knives. Dryads, the Goblins or the Glaive Throwers need to finish off this back Arcane Tower, and then the Warden will be able to just dive on in very quickly. There goes a Stormbolt, but not going to really buy any real time, as we're now going to see a fan of knives here. Big fan of knives, massive damage across multiple units, as the units are now going to try and retreat here. Goblin Zeppelin, let's take a look at this. So many Dragonhawk Riders. Warden, another fan of knives is used. Doesn't finish off anything, as the Dragonhawk Riders now going after the Dryads and all of those ground units. Glaive Throwers could get taken down. Stormbolt onto the Warden. Warden could get taken down. Warden gets saved at 6 hit points. A lucky clutch Scroll of Town portal, as Infi able to escape with a 6 hit point Warden. Now using Moonwells as well to get back up and get stronger. Goblin Zeppelin, many of those units of those Glaive Throwers need to be repaired. Down across over here, this expansion has still not been spotted. We're sitting at 55 over 54 supply. This Tree of Life earlier was taken out, and Romantic still has the economic advantage. All right, let's take a look at this. Dragonhawk Riders, if you did not know, their non-animal war training form did get a bit of an upgrade, a little bit more hit points. I believe, 50 more hit points? Reducing the overall animal war training upgrade to only 75, but really makes these Dragonhawk Riders better at tier 2. Goblin Zeppelin is off over here as well. Let's take a look. All of those units, do they want to engage? The Warden does not have an Orb of Venom, and that's perhaps one of the only reasons why well, the Warden is going to lose to these Dragonhawk Riders unless that Warden grabs an Orb of Venom. Not yet at tier 3. Is it? No, still at tier 2. Not going to be able to attack them. Dryads in position. Slow poison onto that poor Archmage. Archmage now trying to head back. Meanwhile, well, Goblin Shredder going after this lone building here. Mountain King may be able to, well, get in front and cause a little bit of damage and disruption as the Goblin Shredder gets taken down. All right, Dryads now looking to pull back again. Let's take a look back across over here. Glaive Throwers finding the extra base, now looking to get some damage onto the Town Hall here. Meanwhile, Dragonhawk Riders now making their way over as the Dryads really need to be getting underneath those Dragonhawk or underneath here to perhaps slow them down. If this Goblin Zeppelin gets taken out, well, all of that precious cargo will be lost as well, as the Dryads are now finally across over here getting in a little bit of slow poison damage. However, who's going to save the Dryads from this, well, massive air force of Dragonhawk Riders? Dryads now need to head back over here to the top right expansion. Once again, getting underway. It looked as, well, more units still. Well, there are actually a lot of dead peasants here, not mining at full capacity, as the Warden almost at level 6. All right, crazy action heading all across the map. We are currently sitting at tier 2. Wisp are being brought over to try and repair these Glaive Throwers. These Glaive Throwers doing massive amounts of damage. Meanwhile, the Dragonhawk Riders are not upgraded. There is True Shot Aura though, but that's only if they stay close to the heroes. Back across over here in bottom left, all this creep camp will get cleared up, or all of these trees will get cleared up here in just a moment. Warden is here ready to go, trying to get in some extra damage. Let's take a look. Warden now going to make its way across. There's a big fan of knives. Going to go ahead and shadow meld as, well, let's take a look. There's the reveal once more. Warden being forced to back away. Warden, if it, oh, Stormbolt onto the Warden, onto the other side. This could be very bad news. Just within range. Is it going to fan of knives? There's a Shadow Strike. No potion of mana as the Warden gets to level 6. Stormbolt onto a Forest Troll Berserker, and that's not going to be good. Staff of Preservation, however, saves it as the Warden is currently out of mana and trying to get away. Now, the use of air units, incredibly powerful in this matchup, as, well, Romantic is not going to be leaving that many corpses for his opponent to reanimate with that Avatar of Vengeance. Also, adding in, as is mentioned, Infi getting up a Panda for Breath of Fire onto those units could potentially be helpful, but with the economy of Romantic, Scrolls of Healing will quickly counteract that anyways. Warden still looking to get around, blinks back over, and we're going to see how this expansion is going to hold up. We don't see any anti-air support whatsoever. The Goblin Zeppelin going to be once again brought over in order to make some sort of play, dropping some mana items again. Going to use all of those Moonwells and picking up that pendant of mana, and now blinking over to try to get there as quickly as possible. All right, let's take a look at this. Fan of Knives, big damage. Avatar of Vengeance, Dryads, Slow Poison, Stormbolt onto the Warden. Warden going to try to make its way through the, well, Tree of Life, taking major damage. Another Fan of Knives could be well underway. Stormbolt onto the Warden again, unable to get anything big. Are we going to see a Fan of Knives here? Let's take a look at this. All of these units trying to head back away. As you can see, another Fan of Knives was used. Damage was taken. All right, Goblin Zeppelin, more units trying to head back. Again, meanwhile, the Glaive Throwers are going to try and finish off this expansion, and it looks like this expansion could get taken down. Dragonhawk Riders now making their way back down to the south. It looks like, yes, the Glaive Throwers were able to do their job, taking down the Expo and taking down the building. Shadow Strike not going down onto the Archmage. Dryads and Forest Troll Berserkers are all right here. Mountain King really going a bit too far, trying to chase down a war, as we're going to be looking at perhaps a Clarity Potion and maybe also a Moonstone to try and fill up these Moonwells again. All right, that Pendant of Energy really giving additional mana once again as well. There goes the Goblin Zeppelin getting sniped out of the sky. The Dragonhawk Riders now able to finish off all of those siege units and get a little bit more experience as well. Mountain King now rushing back over as well. Glaive Thrower, there was a clap, there's a Storm Bolt. Avatar of Vengeance gonna engage, 52 supply compared to 59. Dryads need to back away. Fan of Knives, not enough to finish off any of the Dragonhawk Riders. Dragonhawk Riders still don't have Animal War training. That would be big. Stormbolt onto the Warden. Warden is in serious trouble as well. Gonna continue to try and dance around as unit after unit is falling here. Meanwhile, Dragonhawk Rider as well splitting up a little bit more as the Warden unable to switch back over. Let's take a look. There's the blink. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability was used, trying to bait a Stormbolt. Not gonna work though, as a Dryad gonna get taken out there. All right, Archmage gonna be brought back over. Let's take a look down across here. Avatar of Vengeance and Spirit of Vengeance could try and finish off the remainder of that camp. Meanwhile, Stormbolt onto the Warden. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability dodge, as we mentioned, as the Warden trying to go after some of these units again. Spirit of Vengeance able to do so much damage. Where did the blink go? There's the Fan of Knives off to the north. Dragonhawk Riders trying to chase after the other side. Dragonhawk Riders high mobility. Still no Animal War training as we are not at Castle. Don't know why I keep on thinking that it should be upgraded. Dragonhawk Riders now making their way back down to the south. Spirit of Vengeance is down over here. Avatar of Vengeance could easily summon up some more units to try and take down some of those Dragonhawk Riders, and it looks like that could be the case. Not enough well, nope. What is going on here? Spirit of Vengeance is actually sniping down the Dragonhawk Riders. Since they are invulnerable, Dryads can turn back around as well. As you're taking a look at the Dryads, well, there's a beautiful Fan of Knives again. So much Fan of Knives onto those Dragonhawk Riders. Dragonhawk Riders are in serious trouble, as a little bit of extra damage may be far too much. Let's take a look. All of those units now taken down. Avatar of Vengeance cooldown has come to an end. The Warden now needs to head back home to perhaps try to get a little bit more going. Tree of Ages finally under upgrade to get to Tree of Eternity. It feels like it's been so long. We've been 21 minutes into this game. The Warden not having an Orb of Venom, not being able to shut down that air is a major setback. Warden, Potion of Mana, trying to heal up everything. Is it going to use that Potion of Mana first? No, not going to use the Potion of Mana. Just going to pick back up, already up to 291 and ready to go once more. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter out onto the field, has a Staff of Preservation, and, well, maybe should have gone for Evasion first so that it wouldn't take as much damage. Curious choice for Panda as the second hero, as, well, those Dragonhawk Riders have been the main problem. Dragonhawk Riders off over here still. Let's take a look at this. Warden gonna come back across, has a Potion of Mana, gonna go ahead, blink on in. Fan of Knives gets in some major damage. Spirit of Vengeance is already here, ready to go, and it's gonna start summoning up those units and finishing off all of that here in no time flat. Back across, units are going to try and get away. Dragonhawk Riders are all in position. Let's take a look. Scroll of Town Portal. Spirit of Vengeance trying to get away. Mountain King, is it going to be able to do any true damage onto the Spirit of Vengeance, as it is still trying to get away? No blink to get a big Fan of Knives across either. Meanwhile, Archmage is by its lonesome self. This could potentially be a problem. Where is that Archmage going to go? A little bit of a misstep by Romantic. Mountain King, Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter. Let's take a look. Big Fan of Knives. Major damage coming across, coming through. There is a big bash right there. Potion of Healing being used as a Dragonhawk Rider is there. All right, are we going to see a Fan of Knives? Yes, Fan of Knives being used again. Warden trying to finish off more units. Mountain King gets up to level 4. Level 4 on that Mountain King. Very high damage indeed, as the Warden now makes its way back down to the south to try and clear up and stop the mining. Tree of Life, gonna go ahead and get up another expansion here. No expansion there, no matter what the minimap says, as the Archmage is at 5. Amulet of Spell Shield, absorbing a bit of damage. Peasants were able to get picked up and saved. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter off to the north here. Where did that Warden go? I can't find the Warden. All right, Demon Hunter off over here. Let's take a look. Warden was hiding, shadow melding right there. We're going to take a look. All of them going to be making their way back through. There's a blink Fan of Knives finishing off the remaining units. And this expansion is once again not going to do any mining. Romantic going to be forced to do long distance mining, and that is always a problem, as the Avatar of Vengeance once again going to summon Spirit of Vengeances here at the expansion. Dragonhawk Riders going to attempt to take down this, well, Entangled Gold Mine. No, going straight after the Tree of Life, but that is going to be the game, as Romantic realizes that he cannot take it. Infi with the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, that's all for me today.